I want to kick off the hour with Fox Weather hurricane specialist Bryan Norcross, though. Bryan, good morning to you. We have Bertha still struggling, though, to organize this morning.
Yeah, it's an ugly-looking tropical storm. In fact, it's hard when you look at the satellite, really, to figure out exactly what you're looking at because it doesn't look much like a tropical storm. Take a look at it here. There, as Stephen said, 50-mile-an-hour winds is the estimate as of 8 a.m. Eastern time. Now, moving northwest at 5, let me talk about that in a second, and the pressure has gotten low, down to 997. But look at this. It's just on average moving northwest here. It's kind of bopping and weaving as it moves northwest. Now, if you look right here, you can actually make out the circulation at the surface. It's right in there, but the strongest winds are in this thunderstorm right here. Watch it pop up right there. That's where the hurricane hunters have measured the strongest winds. So well offshore, the main thing here is that the winds are coming around like this, and they're pushing water against the coast. So we're going to see water rise all along this coast, and it could be up to 2 to 4 feet once you get over here into this part of the Gulf that really catches the water very easily. So the main issue with this thing is the beach and the ocean conditions, the water rise at the coast and the rip currents and so forth all on the coast. Obviously, this time of year, it's quite warm still in the south, or still in the south. It's quite warm in the summer in the south. People like to go to the beach, so it's dangerous in the surf. The surf level is up way high along here because it's just continuous churning of the Gulf of Mexico, maybe 10 or 12 foot surf in some places there in the Gulf. When we look at the radar, you can make out where the circulation center is. It's pretty obvious here. It's this big center, but that's the cell with the strongest winds right there. Obviously well offshore, and it's going to stay mostly offshore, but some of these bands up in here could have just gusty winds as you get a good tropical downpour, but most of the energy with this system is indeed offshore. So there's the cone you were looking at. So the Hurricane Center's thinking is that it maintains, gets 50 miles an hour, maybe it gets to 55, something like that, but it's, since all of the energy is being pushed away by strong upper level winds like this, it's just not going to have a chance to really pull itself together and organize. So the big issue, once again, all along this coast here is the potential for tropical storm force winds, but also sea level rise 2 to 4 feet above a normal high tide will be an issue there. And then we'll watch for the winds to be near tropical storm strength in that area as it goes on by. Now, we show the cone continuing to go over to Texas. The odds are it's a remnant of some kind that makes it to Texas. Hurricane Center has maybe 35-mile-an-hour winds on it here when it gets to southwestern Louisiana and the Texas coast. Really depends on how close to the coast the center tracks, because remember, all the bad weather is south. So if the center tracks over southern Louisiana like this, the bad weather can be down here over the Gulf, still producing strong thunderstorms with gusty winds. So technically, the winds are higher than people are experiencing on land. They just happen to be out over the Gulf. And we're going to continue with these strong upper winds this whole time. So it's not going to have a chance to regenerate, even if the center comes near the coast. At least that's the current thinking. Models all agree it's may wiggle a bit, but it's going down the cone. There's the consensus. That's what we normally look at. That's what the cone is based on, that average of the best models. And you see the Google model agrees that's where the center is going. But remember, if that's where the center is going, the bad weather is all down here because the winds, the upper level winds, are tilting the system that way, just like it is now. They're not going to let up. They're going to pick up, as a matter of fact, and might just completely disconnect the system. That's what Google says is going to happen. You notice the majority of all these, they end right about New Orleans. So the idea is it just becomes disconnected. The upper system and the lower system just get ripped apart by those strong upper winds. Just a few examples here of it continuing on, but low odds in Google of that happening. All right, we can look at the European. Looks like this. It has a few more coming here, but still the majority of them kind of die it out and swirl it around here, whatever's left of it. So again, the indications are that it might just completely die out here in southeastern Louisiana. And then we add the European AI model. it keeps more of them going. It was the first one really to push this thing as going to the west. So it's been reasonably reliable, keeping a center going more likely in this model, but still not 100%. Still, I would say a minority of the possibilities going there. So we'll say high confidence that this thing is going to kind of hang together, get to southeastern Louisiana. That's the dark reds. And then really low confidence there's going to be much left of it over here when we get to Texas later on in the week. Probably some kind of remnant low, but we'll keep an eye on it. Again, most of the rain offshore, but you notice it's very close to the shore. Some dark greens showing up right along the coast. That's 1 to 2 inches. But the very heavy rain and the strongest winds staying offshore. Bottom line here is beach conditions are very dangerous along the beaches, rip currents, very, very high surf, and we'll keep an eye out for the possibility of strong gusty winds right along the coast if we get a band or something like that. But the core of this storm looks like it's going to stay offshore, and the upper level winds are going to keep it pretty much as a relatively weak tropical storm. That's the thinking right now.
And it's a great point regarding the worst of the weather going to stay in the water because of that shear that it's enduring. Bryan, I don't want to draw conclusions here, but I am watching this and I'm thinking back to Arthur and how Arthur was scraping the Texas coastline. Bertha could very well scrape the Louisiana coastline. And we've talked about it before. Is there something about that land-water interaction that keeps the center? We don't ultimately know exactly where it's going to track, but very close, uncomfortably close to the coastline. Does that have the land-water interaction have some sort of effect on the steering of a cyclone?
Well, I don't. It does at times because it's not so much the steering, Stephen, as it is the, especially if there are mountains involved. If there are mountains involved, then you can get steering. But
sure.
When you get a cyclone that comes near the coast and when the winds hit the coast, they get deflected to the left, so they get deflected into the vortex and can actually tighten up the vortex. Not so much when it's going along the coast, like parallel to the coast, but when it's coming toward the coast where you get, even at an angle, it can actually tighten up a little bit right near the coast. But like in the Bay of Campeche down there, that tends to want to spin things up because it's got that curved coast because it's deflecting the wind, to the left all the time when the wind is coming directly at the coast. So I think in this case, the coastal effect is more negative because part of the circulation gets out over and slows down when it gets over the land, and that just disrupts the flow of the thing. So I think that's one of the factors here, besides the primary one, which is just the hostile environment, dry air, and the strong upper winds, that will keep it from intensifying more. But remember that circulation, like here when we look at this rain, the circulation that's let's say it's here. All this here, this is coming off of the dry land, that air, right? So it just naturally is going to be a negative factor